Hey, in the shop with me today, I got Ron Domin from Flaming River. How you doing, Ron?
Good, Dennis. How are you today?
I'm doing fine. You know, you've never steered me wrong in the past, and I don't think you'll do it today.
Not a chance.
Well, you guys are sort of the steering specialists, and you've been doing these tilt columns forever, I think, pretty much forever. But a lot of people don't think about the other things that go into the system downstream from the steering wheel, and then to get those front wheels to turn the way you want them to turn. Let's talk about all the elements in steering, starting with that way cool wheel.
Yeah, this is our Navigator steering wheel. It's wrapped in Italian leather.
Very nice.
Additionally, Flaming River manufactures its own wheel adapters. And of course, we make wheel adapters for all the aftermarket wheels, the 5-bolt, the 6-bolt, and the 9-bolt steering wheel, which are the most popular.
Now, sometimes there's some other configurations. Do you do requests?
Yeah, we do requests. Sometimes we get those off wheels that no one makes an adapter for, and we'll go into that with the customer. That's kind of a special deal. But what's unique about our wheel adapters is, as you can see, is they fit the column correctly, and they minimize the gap between the upper shroud and the steering wheel adapter.
Fits beautiful. And of course, I mean, that's a tilt column, which everybody wants
Oh
these
yeah,
days.
it's a beautiful tilt column. It's all made of 304 stainless steel right here in the USA, by the way.
Right here in the good old USA.
And you know, we also make them, Dennis, in 3 different types, basically. We make the polished, which this is the polished. We make it unpolished so that people who want to paint their own column for matching interiors. And now we make them in black powder coat.
Oh, that's nice.
Especially for the muscle cars. It's been great.
Yeah, and then of course they all came in black and they were painted. They'd get nicked up and everything, and powder coating is so much better as a finish.
Yeah, it's very strong. And you know, we don't only make it in a floor shift, we make it in a gear shift. And of course, you remember from last year, our ignition key column.
Right.
So we make all types of steering columns now. We even make collapsible steering columns.
Man, you got it all. You got it all going, don't you? Now
Yes,
these,
we do.
you call these what? These are column drops, right?
These are column drops, and we make them in a variety of sizes depending on how the customer wants to mount the column into the car. Then we move on to the universal joints, which is going to connect us from the end of the steering column to the steering mechanism. Keep something in mind with Flaming River. We stamp our name in all of our products because they're made right here in the USA, and we certify them, and that makes a difference.
So they're Flaming River certified.
They're Flaming River certified, and they fit perfect.
Well, it's all going to go together as a single system, which is really nice. Now, what if I don't have a straight shot here, and I need to kind of work my way around? How do I deal with that? And I got a straight shaft here.
Well, it's very normal to have 3 universal joints in a steering system with a support bearing, and that helps get us around the exhaust if that's a problem.
You know, and back in the day, you're building a street rod, you go out in the junkyard and you'd find yourself a Vega, and you'd pull a steering box off that. It's probably the most popular box out there. That's kind of what this looks like.
Yeah, it kind of looks that way, but we remanufactured this brand new.
Wow.
There are no used parts in that steering box. And we call it the Vega, but there is no Vega in there.
There's no Vega in there. And there's no metal fatigue in it either, because it's all brand new stuff. Now, of course, that's the conventional way of doing this, but you can also go rack and pinion, right?
Oh yeah, and that's the current technology, rack and pinion. But you know, you still got to keep in mind that recirculating ball steering mechanism, because for the 32s, the high boys, and the coupes, this is the way you steer that car.
That's what you want to have.
If you want that straight axle look, you just can't do it with a rack and pinion. But rack and pinion is an up-and-coming technology.
And you guys can do that too. You can do it all, basically.
Yeah,
right?
we manufacture it right in Cleveland, Ohio.
You gotta love that. I told you wouldn't steer me wrong.
Not a chance.
Hey, if you want to learn anything more about these great Flaming River systems, all the way from the wheel down to the steering box of the rack and pinion, log on to myclassiccar.com. Turn that wheel. I want to see this thing go.
Oh yeah. Check it out.